Monti Ossenfort absolutely aced his first draft as a general manager and set his team up to possibly do something that hasn't been done in over 30 years. It's your boy Scott Procter, and this is Procter's Point of View. Before we get into today's show, make sure you drop a like, make sure you comment and subscribe, and keeping your eyes peeled out for future videos because your comment could be featured in one of them. But let's get to today's topic, and it's the Arizona Cardinals, who had a disappointing and disastrous 2022 season that ended with a 4-13 record and the loss of their franchise quarterback in Kyler Murray for at least the beginning of next season. The silver lining, of course, was the fact that the Cardinals got the number 3 pick in the 2023 NFL Draft over the weekend, and boy, did they make the most of it. Let's talk about it. First, they traded back from number 3 overall to number 12 overall with Houston for the Texans' first and 3rd round pick next year. Keep that in mind. The Cardinals then traded up from number 12 to number 6 to select Ohio State tackle Paris Johnson Jr., who's arguably the top tackle prospect in this class to protect their franchise quarterback, again, in Kyler Murray, who's already dealing with some injuries. That's a huge plus. But this is really what's fascinating about that trade with the Texans. It's the fact that according to BetMGM, as of Monday morning, Arizona and Houston currently have the worst odds to win next year's Super Bowl. With Kyler Murray, again, obviously set to miss the beginning portion of next season, and a roster that the Cardinals currently have that just isn't ready to compete, at least this year. The Cardinals are going to be one of the worst teams in the NFL and very live to be picking number 1 overall next year. Meanwhile, the Houston Texans actually had a worse record than the Arizona Cardinals last season, and if not for a Week 18 victory, they would have been picking number 1 overall last week. And with the new first-time head coach in DeMeco Ryans and a new rookie quarterback in C.J. Stroud, it's safe to say that the Texans are going to struggle. And as a former quarterback myself, I can tell you firsthand how difficult it is to switch regimes, switch coaching staff, so it'll be a little bit of an adjustment period for Houston Texans' new quarterback, C.J. Stroud. And while there's plenty of room for optimism in Houston, particularly in 2023 with those two in DeMeco Ryans and C.J. Stroud, 2023 ain't going to be the year for the Texans to really be a contender in the AFC. That means that the Cardinals could feasibly get the number 1 pick and the number 2 pick in the 2024 NFL Draft since they own the Texans' first round pick next year. Only one team has ever had the first 2 picks in the same draft across 4 major American professional sports. It was the Indianapolis Colts all the way back in 1992, if you do remember that one. If that's not exciting enough, the 2024 NFL Draft features a can't-miss prospect in Ohio State wide receiver Marvin Harrison Jr., who could end up being the DeAndre Hopkins replacement for the Cardinals. The 2024 NFL Draft also features a pair of blue-chip quarterback prospects in Caleb Williams out of USC and Drake May out of UNC, which means that at least one quarterback-needy team will probably move hell and high water to trade up with the Arizona Cardinals should they have the number 1, the number 2, and number 3 even overall pick in next year's draft. Just remember with the Chicago Bears, the haul that they got from the Carolina Panthers for the number 1 overall pick this year. Ossenfort and the Cards can get even more than the Bears got for the number 1 overall pick this year, and that right there could end up being the catalyst for one of the quickest rebuilds in NFL history. But let us know how you're feeling about the Cardinals draft, their new GM and Monti Ossenfort, and how you're feeling about their future as a rebuild almost assuredly begins down there in Arizona. But that's going to do it for this episode. Again, make sure you drop a like, make sure you comment, and keep an eye out for future use of it in the future video. And as always, subscribe to catch Procter's Point of View every single day. Thanks for watching. Feel free to check out our other videos and don't forget to smack that subscribe button down below while you're at it. Also, for more great and original content, head right over to bvmsports.com.